Don't be afraid to cut people out of your life. If they're toxic, if they're not who you want to be anymore, if you don't want to associate with a certain type of person, it might not even be something that they're aware that they're doing. They don't know that you're moving on. If it's a bad situation, especially, and certainly, but just in general, how many times has there been somebody holding us back? You didn't know how to deal with it, so you just put up with it. There's no reason to have those people around you. You have your own goals and aspirations that you want to accomplish. Some people aren't going to realize that they're a problem. And it's up to you to make that choice, that decision. You know, a lot of times in my life when I've had to cut somebody out, it was because they weren't good for me. Looking back, there was a lot of times where I should have cut people out who weren't necessarily bad, but they weren't helping me grow. I guess it's a kind of a moot point because at this point in my life, I've pretty much cut everybody. I have 3 or 4 good friends, and that's about it. Just family, contacts. For business purposes, people are going to help me get where I want to be, where I want to go. This is something that I wish I would have realized in full a lot sooner. I realized to some extent pretty early on, and I made some cuts here and there. People that just were toxic, bad personality matches. We clashed. There's 2 types of family, which I'm sure everyone is aware. The type you choose and the type you don't choose. The type you don't choose, there's not much you can do about it. And yeah, you can cut them off just like anyone else, but there's something different. And the type of family that you choose are the people you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Your significant other, a very, very select group of good friends. People who care about you enough to tell you when you're fucking up. And those are often the hardest ones to hold on to as well, because we all know how we react in those situations. I wish I had more of those type of people in my adult life. It would have been super beneficial in my 20s. Hell, even my early 30s. Nobody really knows what the point is until you find it out for yourself. Life can take so many different turns. Spending it with people who don't want the best for you isn't a good way to exist. You are the sum of your closest friends. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you are. I think we could all use a wake-up call sometimes, but we don't always have the person to do it, the person that's going to slap you in the face. Whether or not we want to admit it to ourselves is another matter. So do yourself a favor. Take a real good look at who you spend most of your time with and start trimming the fat. The people who aren't good for you are never going to cut you off because they feed on your everything, your emotions, your money. Vampires take everything that you can give them and give you nothing or just negativity in return. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, please give me a like, consider subscribing. I post daily and I have a lot more content coming up. See you next time.